Hello and welcome to Dice Try, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast inspired by whimsical works of old such as Wizard of Oz and Phantom Tollbooth. My name is Daniel Schaub and I am your Dungeon Master and host. Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Dice Try, the social distancing version. As I'm talking right now, I have all my players in the room not in the room, over Skype. Yeah, you're all in separate rooms.
Except for the three of us that live together.
Yeah, three of us live together, but, we've made it look like we're all in separate rooms, and we are a triangle's width of 6 feet away from each other.
Since we are separate from each other, we're going to do a little something different, because it's kind of difficult to do, the story of Aloha and all that via this telecommunication. So instead, we're going to go back to our little one-shot thing called Broad Street. So just a reminder, Broad Street is a one-shot RPG that I wrote, which is basically about the players are a group of professional hockey players who get called upon to save the world from various threats, such as aliens or kangaroos or whatever. And the basic rules are, whenever you as a player are called upon to do something, if it's something related to hockey, you get to roll a 12-sided die, and if I roll a d8. If your result is higher than mine, you succeed. If it's equal to or lower, it fails. If it's something that's not related to hockey, you roll a 4-sided die, and then I still roll a d8, so it greatly decreases your chances of succeeding at something that's not hockey related. To kind of get us into it, we're going to create some characters. And we only need to know 3 things about your character. We need to know their name, what position they play on the hockey team, or like what they're really good at, like fighting, or they're good at defense, they're a goalie. And then what's the song that plays during when they score a goal in a game?
Can you imagine doing this without technology? Like having to stay indoors.
This whole quarantining.
We have to write letters to each other like jerks.
by candlelight, by lamplight, yes.
By candlelight, Calabra.
Yes. We also wouldn't have plumbing, and toilet paper would be a more serious issue. Not toilet paper, just waste.
You'd have to go down to the creek to wash your butt.
We're going to start with, what order did I start? I wrote Earl first, so let's go with Earl. What is the name of your hockey player?
My hockey player's name is, let's go with Axel, but it's just AXL.
Okay. What position does Axel play? Or what is he?
Axel predominantly, Axel's a striker and a goal scorer. He's in the forward position, and he likes hitting them pucks, hitting them into the net. Fucking, he eats fucking goalies for breakfast.
And what song plays when Axel scores a goal?
Something by Akadaka. I'm trying to pin down which AC/DC song plays.
Highway to Hell. Who Made Who?
Yeah. I see. I was gonna go with Highway to Hell, but it's a little obvious. But we might as well just. His name is Axel.
Highway to Hell. All right. Crista, what is the name of your hockey player?
I was gonna say Finn Oakley. I don't know, it just sounds like a douchey dude name.
Okay. What position does Finn play?
I don't know, maybe defense?
Okay.
Like a bruiser or whatever they're called.
A goon?
Goon, yeah. Is there a bruiser in some other sport? Or am I making that up?
Probably.
It's probably Harry Potter.
And what song plays?
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Awesome. I'm just writing this down real quick. Paul, what is the name of your hockey player?
So my guy's name is Chaz Merlot. He is a goalie. And when that hockey puck doesn't get in, the song Can't Touch This plays.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Paul, what city is your hockey team located in? The one that you all play for?
That's a great question. You got me there. I didn't think about that one. I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Kentucky? Like Paducah?
All right.
Yeah.
Paducah?
I don't even know if they play hockey out there.
I mean,
They
I don't know
Tampa,
either.
Tampa has an ice
wherever
hockey.
you want.
We're the
They
first
play
Kentucky team of hockey ever.
But where in
Apparently.
Kentucky? What city in Kentucky?
I don't know. Give me a city. I don't know.
I mean,
City.
Paducah?
There's a lot of different cities in Kentucky. You got like Lexington, you got Louisville, you got
Let's
you
say
got
Louisville.
Paducah.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Where they make baseball bats.
That's
So
the
we're-
irony of it.
So we're a different kind of Louisville slugger.
That's our
Krista.
You can't see we're making finger guns. Just helping
Krista,
Oh, I
what
can
is
see
the
the
name
finger
of
gun.
your team?
The Louisville Sluggers. And our mascot is a base bat.
It's messed up.
Are they sponsored by the Louisville Slugger
No,
company?
They're the off-brand, the slightly cheaper version of them.
Okay. And Earl, what
Louisville
song
Knock-
plays when the team comes out?
We built this city on rock and roll by
I
Genesis.
almost went with that one.
Oh no, wait, can I change it?
Yeah.
I believe in a thing called love by the darkness.
Oh, that's my karaoke song.
Everybody loves that song. Perfect. So you guys have created your characters for Broad Street. Before we jump into the story, a couple of other things. First of all, as part of this whole RPG, I have a random table that I can roll to actually create the monsters and their evil plan that they are trying to carry out. I've already done that in advance. And then the last thing, I forgot to introduce our wonderful audio engineer, GTM, which of course stands for Flatten the Curve.
Yay.
Yay.
Sure.
Yeah, it works out.
It works, the math checks out, I guess.
It checks out.
Yeah, it does.
Sure.
Spelling was never my strong suit. So we're going to jump into the story now. We're going to leave behind our various rooms smattered across LA. And we go to the blue-green hills of Kentucky, to Louisville, nestled amongst the hills. Paul already looks upset because he's from that area of the country. So we see a small arena, the Louisville Slugger Arena, sponsored by Louisville Slugger, home of the Louisville Sluggers hockey team. And currently there is not a game going on. Instead, there is a retirement ceremony for one of the older assistant coaches, a fellow by the name of, let's say his name is Keith Duncan. He's an assistant coach that's worked with the team for a very long time. You all respect him, and he's retiring this year. So they're dedicating a plaque in the arena, the Louisville Slugger Arena, to Keith. And there's a small group of people gathered, a lot of older players who used to play together, but and the current team, but there's not a lot of press for it or anything like that. It's just kind of you guys and the team photographer. And as the ceremony completes, you get in line to move along and shake Keith's hand. And he's like, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much." And he comes up to shake Axel's hand. And he's like, "How you doing there, partner? Listen, I'm going to be at home a lot. And I was wondering if you and the other fellows from the team could do me a favor."
Yeah. What favor? What do you need done, sir?
"Well, I'm going to be sitting around a lot. And I was hoping that as a going away present, you could go pick up a special chair that I ordered for me."
Oh, you got a special chair. What kind of?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it heated seats? Is it a recliner? Oh, it's one of them La-Z-Boyz, isn't it? One of those La-Z-Boyz with the leather padding and reclining feet ups, whatever you call that.
Yeah, so it's a recliner. It's got built-in
Ooh.
heating, vibrating function, built-in cups, the
Cup
thing you
holder.
put your drink in, cup holder. That's right.
Well,
It's got
that sounds fantastic.
all the things on it. So I was wondering if you fellows could pick that up for me. My back ain't what it used to be, and you fellows are young and strapping.
Well, of course. When and where does it need to be picked up?
So it'll be over at McDermott's Furniture Warehouse on the outskirts of Louisville here.
Done.
And you can just kind of pick it up whenever you like.
We'll call when we've got it, and we'll let you know when we're on our way.
Sounds great. Thank you very much, partner.
Of course. Congratulations.
And everybody gives some cheers for Keith Duncan on his retirement.
Carnation.
We all do that thing where we take our hockey sticks and then we like bang them against the ground and make a big rumbling because that's what hockey's about.
Hockey's about noise and slamming things.
A couple days later, you get all back together and you pile into the team van to drive out to McDermott's Furniture Warehouse, which is a nice 30-minute drive right on the outskirts of Louisville. If you guys want to interact for a little bit.
Oh yeah, who's driving?
I got it. Fine.
Yeah, that's right. I'm driving.
You drunk? Are you drunk again? You try to
Nope.
drive drunk?
Nope. Not
Why do you
this time.
smell like beer? Why do you smell like beer?
Because I got some spilt on me.
I mean,
I hate when that happens. All right, you drive. You're good.
I'm
yeah,
driving.
he had some assholes spill some beer on him at that last rest stop.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were insulting AC/DC, so I had to show them what for.
That's a barbaric act of aggression.
You love it. Pop on the AC/DC's Greatest Hits tape, Volume 12, that we've been listening to for the same, I don't know how many number of drives that we've taken in this van. And
so you pop the 8-track in.
Oh, 8-track, even better.
I'm trusting CDs.
Hit the back of his chair and not this goddamn bullshit again.
We're on the highway to hell. Hey boys, we're literally on a highway. You think we're going to hell? We're on the highway to hell. Yeah.
So you
I want to see my mama there.
And you arrive at McDermott's Furniture Warehouse, which is a very large building on the outskirts of Louisville. It's actually quite a bit away from anywhere else. It's got a very large parking lot.
Now, in terms of sheer number of hockey rinks that could fit inside, how many hockey rinks do you say would fit inside this furniture warehouse?
Just the rink itself? 5 or 6?
Oh, dang, that is big. Okay, 5 or 6 rinks worth.
And there's a big sea of cars out in front of the out in front of the furniture store, but you don't see anybody coming in and out yet. And you walk inside, doo 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 doo, and you're standing in this furniture warehouse. There's just, as far as the eye can see, there's recliners, La-Z-Boyz, settees, chaise lounges, love seats, sofas, kitchen chairs, computer desks, all these different furniture. Kind of like you're standing in a IKEA, but they took down all the separating walls so you can see all of it at the same time.
My butt's tingling. I wants to sit on all of these.
Oh, good. That's what it means.
I was worried about you for a second there. I thought that disease rash came back.
Oh, nope. That's been free and clear for the last 3 years now. So
yeah, that's good. That's good.
As your butt is tingling, you see a very nice looking recliner that you want to put your tush in.
Ooh, that one. Oh, I gotta try that one out. Sidle over to it. Get all ready.
Sit on down in this comfy ass recliner, lean yourself back, feet up.
Ooh.
And as you're about to close your eyes, a customer service agent appears basically out of nowhere. And he's like, he says to you, "Yeah, that's a nice chair, ain't it? Only $2,000.
Whoa! $2,000.
That's right. You want to get yourself a nice recliner?"
Actually, brother, we're here to pick up a recliner for our dearly retired friend, former coach.
So you're not looking to buy it today?
No. We're here to pick up a couch for Keith. For Keith. What the fuck is Keith's last name?
Keith Duncan.
Keith Duncan. Duncan?
Oh, I can find that for you. Why don't y'all sit yourselves down and enjoy some comfy seating? I'll give you fair prices. I'll be right back.
Y'all, I don't think we should be sitting on these couches. I think they're full of demons.
Yeah, this couch is this recliner is all right, but I'm gonna get up now.
And this weird rail-thin customer service agent who had been standing over you kind of disappears off into the maze of furniture. And as you're standing there, you start to notice that there was a sea of cars outside, and yet the entire furniture store is empty aside from that one customer service agent.
Oh. Well, that's creepy.
Did y'all see any other buildings around?
I mean, no. Aren't there? Isn't the parking lot full? What is going on here? And I go, walk out towards the... Can I go back out the door and just look out into the parking lot?
Yeah, you look out into the parking lot. There's still a sea of cars out there. Doesn't look like there's any people out there, though. But as you're looking, you notice that some of the cars are covered in dust. They look like they've been sitting there for quite a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right, boys. This seems a bit strange. So I'm gonna stay right here by the door, and I reckon y'all should get off those couches. Come
I
over.
never sat down.
Yeah. Let's all stay by the entrance. Let's wait until this weird guy comes back.
I don't need anything to comfort me. My ass is well enough comfortable.
Okay.
I had heard that. That's what the rumor is.
Ain't no rumor if I'm spreading it.
From your mouth to God's lips. I don't know what that means, but you know. But whatever you say, buddy.
So, as you kind of stand by the door and you're just kind of looking around, waiting for this guy to come back, You turn your head away, and then you turn your head back for a second, and that comfy recliner that you've just been sitting on seems to be closer to the door than it used to be.
That's a peculiar thing.
But hey, hold on. Wasn't that recliner like further away?
It 100% was.
You got any magnets in your ass? Maybe you pulled it over.
I that's not a thing I'm into. But
I didn't mean in your ass. I mean on the outskirts.
I generally don't put magnets really anywhere around myself.
There's someone playing some tricks on us.
Where did that spindly guy go? Also, where is everyone? I gotta go look for that spindly guy. Hey!
Okay. So you start walking through the store looking for the spindly guy. Are you two following Axel?
I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay by the door.
Okay. So you two stay by the door. Axel starts walking through the store. As you're walking through the store,
Excuse me.
you hear the PA come on. Good afternoon, shoppers. Furniture is currently 25% off. It's a deal.
That might be the creepiest thing I've heard in a while.
I'm gonna wait outside.
Yeah, I like stop. Like that like stops me dead in my tracks. And I just sort of look up. How far have I gotten?
So you got about halfway across in the direction that he was headed.
And there's still no sight of him?
No, there is an office way at the back that he was headed towards. Crista, aka Finn Oakley, as you turn to walk outside, the automatic doors do not open.
I start trying to bust into them. I gotta get out of here.
Can you roll a d12 for me?
Yeah.
Some blockage.
9.
So you bash into the door with your elbow, and you actually see the plexiglass kind of crack and bellow out for a second. And then there's this like weird kind of mirage, like when oil is on top of water. And it just kind of pops back into place. Perfectly normal.
No.
Yo, what have we gotten ourselves fucking into?
Did we all see that happen?
Definitely Finn and Chaz saw it. Chaz Merlot.
Okay, so I'm still.
Oh, I get it. I'm dreaming. That's the only thing that makes sense right now.
I take a pillow off of the nearest couch and throw it at his face, and I'm like, "You're not fucking dreaming, because I'm seeing it too."
Well, that doesn't make no sense. What the hell's happening?
It's some creepy motherfucking magic bullshit that's going on, or some aliens. I don't know, but I need to get out of here.
Axel.
God demons up in here.
As you stopped because the PA freaked you out, you turn around, and that recliner that you'd been sitting on is right behind you.
Oh. I turn around immediately. I look at the couch or the recliner, and I say, "I've seen fucking Doctor Who, you dumb fucking couch." And so I keep my eyes on it, and then I keep backing my way towards towards the office. Every once in a while, just grabbing a cushion off of. I'm assuming I'm passing couches and things, right?
Yeah.
I'm basically just grabbing a couch cushion and throwing it behind me, just to make sure that my general path is clear. But keeping my eyes on that couch that is all the way down the way.
So as you take about 10 steps away, the recliner leans back and opens up the footrest. And you hear a noise like...
Oh, God.
And then the recliner footrest starts snapping open and closed like a mouth, and the recliner starts sliding across the floor towards you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna start running now.
Finn and Chaz also see this too. I mean, it's hard to miss in this empty store or recliner coming to life and screaming at someone.
Can I run up and like side slam it out of his way?
So roll a d12 for me.
3.
I rolled an 8. So as you run up, the backrest sits up and then it swings back to smack you in the face.
Oh no!
Ow!
Oh dang! Oh Finn! Dang Finn!
And the recliner, still snapping its footrest, starts coming back towards you, Axel.
Right?
Yeah, it's chasing you.
Okay. Is the office still visible from where I am?
Yeah.
Is it close? I'm just gonna keep going towards it.
And as you're running, the recliner spins in place to face Finn and Chaz, snapping
and I just sort of like square off to it.
Okay, so you're squared up.
Give it your best shot, motherfucker.
Do I have a hockey puck or a hockey stick in my hand or anything?
No.
You could probably find something that's like a hockey stick, like a lamp post or something like that.
I was just about to say, I'm gonna grab a lamp.
Okay, you grab a lamp.
I'm gonna try to shove it in its mouth.
Okay, so roll a d12.
I got a 9.
A 9? Perfect.
9.
So you run up and you shove that lamp right in the open gob of the footrest, and as it snaps closed, you see the lamp shade or the lamp bend and pop up the seat as it gets messed around on the inside of the recliner, and all this fluff and stuffing pokes out like guts exploding out of the recliner, and it makes this horrible noise. And it keeps trying to snap its mouth closed, and it just keeps swallowing more of it, and finally lets out one, and then flops over onto its side, and the footrest like twitches a second, like a foot kicking, and then it stops moving.
Yeah, that's what you get, demon alien couch.
I like kick the footrest, like stomp on it to be like, yeah, motherfucker. We need to find that spiny little motherfucker.
Yeah. Have I made it to the office yet?
So yeah, you push open the office door, and it's just a little like room built onto the side of the exterior wall. There's a couple of desks with like, the usual accounting kind of stuff and whatnot. There's a big cabinet shoved up against the wall that has a padlock on it. And you also see the little desk that has the PA/intercom, but it's not, he's not in there.
Okay. Is there any evidence of is there any stuff that he there's nothing out, or is there anything that it looks like he was doing? So
you're going to try and investigate?
Yes.
Can you roll a D4 for me?
Now, I'm going to look at this area as though I am sizing up an enemy team I have never seen for the first time. So I'm going to be looking for details that would be defining as to how I could strategize as a player to get around certain obstacles. So I'm looking at this desk and this office like it's it's a rink, and that all of these things are different players, like the desk and then the PA system, and I'm trying to analyze it for understanding the strategy as to how to best tackle and make goals.
You have to explain it this doesn't count.
Okay, I'll let you roll a D12. Why not?
Yeah!
Too nice.
Too nice. That's right. 12, motherfucker!
Okay, so you examine the papers, and there's a lot of accounting information, but as you're looking at it, it doesn't seem like this furniture store has made any real sales within the past couple of years, maybe.
Okay. Is there the last date there was a recorded sale?
It was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
You do see also that all the purchasing orders that they have to like buy furniture from manufacturers, those are several years old too. It doesn't seem like they've actually purchased any furniture within several years, at least 5. And also, while you are standing there and you're looking at the papers, as you put the papers down, you see them flutter almost as if they're in the wind or something. But the direction that it's fluttering towards is towards that locked cabinet against the wall.
Okay. So the locked cabinet, what else is in there other than the locked cabinet and the desk? It's pretty much it. And like 5
There's a
cabinets.
safe.
Oh, there's a safe. All right. Is there anything in the room that I could use to bash that lock open with?
Sure. You could pick up like a paperweight or something and bash it.
Yeah. Let me do that because I'm curious about this locked chest or locked bureau.
It's like a cabinet, like 7 feet tall by 5 feet wide.
Oh.
But it's not that deep. It's only like a foot deep.
Okay. And it's wind is blowing towards it.
Wind is moving around it, both in
okay.
and out. It seems to be moving in and out at different times. It doesn't seem like breathing. It seems like the wind will move in and then the wind will move out.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I'll just be like, pop my head out the door outside the office and then just sort of go, Spindly dude, Mr. Manager, Furniture, Weirdo, you're nowhere to be found? Hello?
All you see is Finn kicking a recliner that's lying on the floor.
I'll just be like, well, here goes fucking nothing. And then I take whatever paperweight I have of a bronzed 3-person couch, and then I just fucking go at it.
Okay, so can you roll a d12 for me?
6.
6. The padlock does not break.
Motherfucker!
But as you are smashing at it, you hear a voice say, well, you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, I'm gonna whip around with the paperweight, leading or the way as I turn towards where that sound came from. Not intentionally trying to strike at it, but maybe.
So you whip around and you see that the Spindly customer service agent is like standing several feet outside of the door, just kind of like holding himself creepily.
Does he say anything? Or am I like, what the fuck is going on?
He says, they're coming. They're coming to get us all, aren't they? They're everywhere now. Can't you see them?
I grab them.
Can you make a d12 roll for me?
Can I start going towards him?
7.
7? Okay, so you grab him, but as you grab him, he actually kind of like slips through your fingers. But he doesn't run away. He just backs up a little bit. He's like, don't you understand? The beings from the other dimension are coming to our side now.
What are you talking about? What have you done?
Can I try to tackle him?
Sure.
Just run in. 11.
Okay. So you grab him and you tackle him. Axel, as you watch Finn tackle this guy, he seems to just like bend in half as he gets thrown to the ground. And Finn realizes this guy is like really soft and squishable. Almost like he's not human, but maybe he's a body pillow.
I immediately let go of it.
My God.
So you immediately let go, and the guy kind of just like sits up, and he's just
what
God.
the fuck was that?
We didn't want to hurt nobody. We just wanted a new place to live. Uh-oh. We lost Paul. Hold on for a
We
second.
lost Paul.
Okay, we'll pause for a second.
I got kicked out.
Oh,
We didn't kick you out,
Sorry.
we promise.
Sorry about that. Technical issues. Anyway, so he sat up like the Undertaker and he's like, they're coming from the other dimension. We didn't want to hurt nobody. We just want a new place to live. Just a simple trade, don't you understand?
a trade.
You
What?
get to go there to Dimension 571, and we get to come here to Dimension 667666.
You're a pillow.
I'm just trying to blend in with all you nice, pleasant folk. And he just like reaches up and he strokes a hand across Finn's face for some reason.
Oh no, fucking shot. I like run away to her. Out of the way.
So where are they coming from? I mean, yeah, you're from a different dimension, but like, no, how are they getting here?
And he points his finger towards the office and he's like, through the portal. You can't stop us now. This is gonna be our dimension soon.
Okay, I run back into the office.
As you run into the office, Finn, you took a step back as the guy weirdly stroked your face. You hear a deep noise like, and one of the couches slides forward and catches you up in it. And the cushions start to move as it's trying to like suck you into the inside of the couch. Like,
I wildly flail around and try punching and grabbing at the couch and trying to beat the couch up as it's doing that.
okay, why don't you make a d12 roll for me as you defend yourself?
7.
So you're not sinking any further into it but it is trying to pull you inside of the couch as the cushions move around like quicksand, sucking you into it.
Oh no.
Can I try to do like a barrel roll out of the way?
Do a barrel roll.
2.
Oh.
Okay, so you try to barrel roll out, but you realize the couch opens because it's one of those fold-away beds as well. And it actually folds open and catches you as you roll up, and then it snaps closed on you, so you're caught inside of the couch as it's folding closed.
Oh shit. Do I see any of this? Do I notice any of this? Is this
Yeah, you guys are seeing this, and it's
okay?
Horrifying.
Crap.
I'm gonna ram at it. I'm gonna run at it and ram it.
All right.
No.
Why don't you roll a d12 for me?
5.
5? Well, I rolled a 3, so you succeed.
Yeah.
Yay!
And, you run up and you bash into one of the ends of the couch, and it snaps off the end, and a bunch of stuffing pours out, like guts and blood and viscera. And you can see one of Finn's arms just struggling out of this mass, reaching for assistance.
I'm gonna grab Finn's arm and help him out.
Okay, why don't you make a d12 for me to help?
Like just being birthed. Or...
Oh God, 3.
I rolled a 1.
Wow.
So as this fluff pours out like a gooey viscera ichor madness, you pull Finn out, and she's just covered in all this fluff and cotton and whatnot. As the couch just kind of goes.
as soon as I get out, I immediately vomit.
Yeah, that seems right.
Right.
Is there anything out here that is more handy that I would be able to hack at that lock with?
Sure, you could grab like a lamp or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then can I have at that lock again?
Sure.
Oh my God. That was a 2. I rolled a 2.
I rolled an 8. So as you swing this lamp down, you hit it with the bulb of all things, and the bulb just explodes, and you get a bunch of glass shards in your face.
Shit! This is so not rock and roll.
As you guys are all standing there, like taking a moment, Finn is just vomited on the floor, all the you hear a squeaking sound, like chairs being moved across the linoleum, as all the furniture in the room starts to turn and look in your direction.
Oh my god.
Can I run into the office?
Yeah, so you run into the office.
Oh, I'm running after her because I don't want to stick around for that.
Sure. So you guys all run into the office and slam the door as the furniture starts to creep towards you, and you hear all these weird, like, animal noises on the other side.
In the office, is there any, like, aerosol? It's still furniture.
Is
and
there
it'll still
gun?
burn.
Yeah. So you find one of those little air cans that's used to, like, clean out keyboards.
Awesome. I'm gonna one of you try and get that lock open. I think it might have something that'll help us. I'm gonna pull out a lighter that I have. Can I have a lighter? I didn't even I'm just assuming that I have a lighter because I'm a hockey player, and I assume that I smoke because I'm a hockey player.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna pop the door open and use my can of aerosol and my lighter to make a wee flamethrower.
Why don't you go ahead and roll a d12 for me?
Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing.
6.
So this blast of air followed by a stream of fire shoots out of the can as you light it up. And the furniture backs up, but you don't catch any of it on fire, but it does have to back up and move away from the office.
I'm going to grab whatever chair is in the office.
It's not alive, is it?
It hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to slam it into that cabinet.
Okay.
Avoiding the lock. Like, just going to break the cabinet.
Okay. Why don't you roll a d12 for me?
Brute force.
10.
So you smash the chair against the cabinet, and as it shatters, it makes a weak little noise as whatever creature it might have been dies.
Just like looking at my hands. What have I become?
Is it?
And then I go in the chair and curl up and just rock back and forth.
Is there blood on you?
No, but the chair seems to have splintered more than it should have. So small that the splinters are like little specks of blood almost across the floor. Sawdust being replaced for blood. You curl up on the floor, and as you curl up on the floor, the cabinet doors fall open. And behind the cabinet doors, you see a swirling blue portal that fills up the entire space. It's a big circle.
Oh, whoa.
And also, the wind picks up.
Being as that I'm a goalie, I'm going to do my best to keep it from coming through. So what can I do to block that there portal?
Wait, no, but isn't this the portal that they came... Is this the portal that they came in from?
Well, it seems like you can either go through or come out of it.
Okay.
Oh, so we probably want to get the other ones back in.
That would be ideal. I think. Yeah. I don't think we want weird furniture possessing other dimensional forces to come here.
I'm still just rocking back and forth. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Look,
okay.
It was you or them.
Is there any other furniture in here?
There's a couple of desks.
Help me with this desk. I pick up this desk. I start dragging it towards the portal, and I just put it in. And I'm going to start putting everything I can into this portal. I'm picking up the dead pieces of the chair, and I'm just shoving it in there. Just like, I give Finn the aerosol can and the lighter. I was like, hold on to this. This will make them go away. We're just start moving shit into the portal.
So you guys start clogging up the portal with as much shit as you can. It's almost like it's a doorway, so it doesn't like suck it through once it's in. It's just like halfway sitting there, kind of clogging up the portal.
So it's like half in and half out, and I just have to like keep pushing things, and it'll keep pushing things in. Is that?
Yeah.
Is there any sort of like fire safety area where there might be an axe or something?
An axe? Why don't you roll a d4 for me to find one?
2.
You do not find a fire axe.
I would like to make an attempt at negotiating with said furniture.
Okay. What do you say to the furniture?
Guys, we can all get along.
I'm going to punch. I'm going to punch Paul's character to make him realize what he's saying.
We don't know if it's going to work or not.
The furniture doesn't seem to respond. Crista / Finn,
Yeah.
as you are looking around for a fire axe / trying to get your wits back up on you, you see on the pieces of the cabinet door that fell onto the floor, there appears to be writing in some language that you've never seen before.
Can I pick it up and try to read it? Like, try to phonetically read it?
Sure, roll a d4 for me.
1.
I also got a 1.
Hi.
But so you don't really like understand all of it, but you do get the impression that it might actually be instructions on the portal.
Y'all, I think this is some sort of instructions for the portal here.
Oh, I take it. Do I recognize it?
You can roll a d4 for me, unless you want to find some way to say that a hockey player might understand a different language.
Maybe in that, like, looking at it reminds me of the plays that our coach would draw on the whiteboard hockey rink map that he had that would delineate where our positions were and like how to move, like do certain plays, and all the writing and drawing on that whiteboard that he did. No, it's
Actually, I
it's
think
a
I'll
stretch.
allow it because this is an instruction. This is an instruction manual. It's a play-by-play
Okay.
of how to use
Yes.
the portal.
All right. I'd still rolled a 4.
I rolled another 1.
Yes.
So as you're reading this, the language seems completely alien to you, and yet you start to kind of piece it together based on the pictographic nature of it. That in order to close the portal and stop the evil furniture, you have to perform a little ritual. It basically appears to be kind of a goal celebration, like a dance and everything,
Okay.
that all 3 of you have to perform. So I need all of you to roll a d12 and tell me what you get.
Okay.
You got 2.
11.
6.
Okay, so the portal starts to shrink, but not quite all the way. It seems like somebody isn't pulling their weight.
Can I try a little bit harder?
Oh, well,
She's
as you
engaged.
try a little bit harder, you hear, "No, you're not going to close the portal." And in through the air vent, the body pillow customer service agent slides through the little slats and tries to get at you.
Can I try and jump or dash my way in between the body pillow coming in through the vent and Finn?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll a d12 for me.
7.
So you block the way, and you and the body pillow are struggling. Finn,
You can do it! I believe in you! Dance like you just scored a
I
goal!
got an 11. Like,
so you start partying it up, dancing to the little ritual, and the portal finally closes, and all that furniture that was stuck halfway through, it just like gets cut in half as the portal snaps shut, and the desk is like halfway through, so it just falls to the ground. One half still there, and one half gone in this other dimension. The body pillow man that you're struggling with just like goes limp and falls, stuck halfway in the air vent, and all the furniture that was out in the main room goes quiet.
Oh, wow.
is it over?
I think it's over. I think this is it. I think we did it.
Well, that could have been worse. I don't know how, but it could have been worse.
Did Keith describe the recliner at all?
He just described it as, being a really nice recliner with.
Okay, I'm just gonna look around vaguely. And is there one that looks like as though it has a seat warmer, a recliner, massage vibrator, cup holders.
So you open the door, and all this furniture that was like trying to pile in and smash through the doors just like stopped in the doorway. So you kind of push your way through, but then you see one of the recliners has a little thing, La-Z-Boy, top of the line, built-in recliner with cup holders. And
all right, boys. Well, it looks like let's grab this recliner for Keith and call it a day.
I'm gonna let you guys take care of that. I'm gonna wait in the car. I don't know if I can see furniture much anymore.
I get you.
And I go and sit in the front seat of the car, so I don't have to be anywhere near the chair.
All right, Finn. If you're gonna take the front seat, here are the keys. Then you can drive.
Okay, yeah, I'll just drive.
So you pick up the recliner, you walk outside, the doors slide open again. You load it up into the van, and as you start up the van, it's still playing the 8-track of Highway to Hell.
On the highway to hell.
And this episode of Broad Street comes to a close. That was fun, you guys.
The furniture store that never did, that always was.
Thank you for listening to Dice Try. I'm your host, Daniel Schaub, and this episode's cast has included Paul Dixon, Earl Kim, and Crista Llewellyn. This production has been edited by Gabriel Toya-Melendez with special music provided by Glenn Davis. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Dice Try Podcast. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe and review.
See, now I'm really curious as to, like, what happened to the furniture store? Like, how did that portal open up for the first time? I don't know. Yeah, there's so many questions.
It's probably the most terrifying
that's really
thing you've made.
Oh my gosh. I also just love that idea of, now I'm imagining, like, in a different context, like, your bad guys are just a bunch of lazy boys. Like, they're just apathetic, unenthused young men. They could, but